well, cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep.
It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Ravens and the Browns. All that and more. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Elijah Moore, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Throwing on third down, Watson being chased out left. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Rodney McLeod. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Baltimore is set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. 3rd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st and 10, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again is Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Watson.
That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb.
And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb,
his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's more on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And running with power here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a...
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 9 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Justin Tucker on the field goal. 7-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
Watson on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Watson now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson on 1st and 10.
It's deep for Duvernay.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland, and to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. We'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
First down.
Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Now Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now some space to operate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. A solid stiff arm. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
2nd and 10.
It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Jackson now.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now. Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 5. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they will
take a knee here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.